So my custom LED outfit for the show consisted of like a Christmassy three-piece outfit from Amazon, and it came with a tie and a jacket and a suit. And what I did was I hot glued seed pixels onto it. So here's the tie, and I soldered on some wire to go from the battery. Just used a JST connector and then connected it to the back there, and then just wrapped the LEDs around the tie for the suit jacket. What I did was, again, I started with a JST connector and some wire, went up to the back, and then kind of zigzagged behind it, and then down this one sleeve, then actually went inside the sleeve with some wire back through the other sleeve, and then wrapped around and then zigzagged over the rest of the suit jacket. So I just hot glued the seed pixels onto the jacket directly. I don't care for sewing, so I just use hot glue, and it holds on pretty good. There's a few places where it popped off, but for the most part it stayed on pretty good. And yeah, so just I probably should have chosen a better pattern, better stringing order than just zigzagging back and forth, but that's what I did just to get it on here for the first try. And then for the pants, similar idea. I started with a JST connector and soldered it to the seed pixels, started at about where the belt buckle connects, and kind of zigzag back and forth. And then I went down one leg, kind of wrapping it around, and then similar to the jacket, I soldered some wire which ran up the inside of the leg and down the other leg, and then it came out at the bottom of the other leg and then wrapped it around to go back up. And I also have this isn't part of the suit per se, but I have a t-shirt, a nice t-shirt with a QR code to the show, and on the back there's a larger one, and those are actually functional QR codes. For the controller, I used a ESP32, and I have a kind of a carrier board with a voltage shifter on it, and a couple of USB jacks. I have a battery pack here. This is fairly high capacity one, 10,000 milliamp hours. But the nice thing is it's got two USB connectors, so I could use two connectors. So I run the jacket and the ESP off of one, and then the tie and the pants off the other. So I added WLED as a controller in xLights, and then in the sequence I can set, whatever colors or patterns I want for the suit as part of the sequence itself. And I'll show an example where I have the colors of the suit matched to the rest of the display. I did not do a precise model for this. It's kind of messy, so I just kind of defined all the LEDs, and I'll get around to making a more refined model next time, but this was enough for the first try. And it works pretty good. I actually have the brightness dialed down in WLED, and this battery will last like over at least 6 hours. I gave up testing after that, but it's a pretty good size capacity, certainly enough for going out and interacting with visitors or whatever I wanted to do. It shows up a little bit better with a darker background here. So anyway, that's my LED outfit to go with the show. The controller is just in my pocket here, the controller and the battery. Here's a little demo of my LED suit. I have the brightness turned down so as not to drain the battery too much. So it's not very visible during the day when it's turned down, but at night it's a lot more visible. Got a tie, suit jacket, and pants. I also have a t-shirt with a QR code on there. Then I have my battery pack and controller here. This is an ESP32 controller running WLED, and then it's connected up to Falcon Player, and so it can actually be part of the show. And if it loses connection to Falcon Player or the show's not on, it just defaults to this red-green alternating pattern. But of course I can control that with WLED as well. Of course, when it's dark out, it shows up a lot better. And this is just a red-green alternating pattern, just as a default pattern. But of course it's synchronized to the show.